And we're recording for Thursday, March 30th, 2023 office hours. How are you guys doing? What's happening? David,
I said, I'm fine. How are you doing?
say that
Can
again?
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you
I
now.
said, I'm fine. How are you doing?
Good. I'm doing really good. Thank you. Good to see you. How's it going, David?
Hi.
Hi.
Well, I had some hangups with some other aspects of what I'm doing, but they led to me some questions about Experientify. So when you
Okay,
have a
cool.
minute, we'll get to them.
Fantastic. Sounds great.
Yeah,
Hey, Heather, was that
I've
Heather
got some
just said
questions.
hi? Good.
Hi.
How's it going?
I just haven't figured out how to do this today because I haven't woken up yet. Um, I've got some questions.
Cool. Let's dive
How
in.
do, how do how do I ask questions?
Questions about how to ask questions? But you mean right
Well,
here?
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Why don't you want to go ahead and start us off, Heather? What do you got?
Yeah, sure. Okay. I can't see anything to turn the light back on,
Okay.
but then you won't be able to see me. Get this out of the way. Okay, that's better. All right. Okay, I'm just at the stage now where I want to add my bonus content, and I've got 4 bonuses for this
Okay.
course, and I never seem to be able to work it out. I just, every time I read through it and I go through it, I can't get it to work.
Oh, well, I'm
So can you
so
help
glad we're
me?
looking at this. What's happening for you? What can you tell me a little bit
Well,
more?
I kind of figured out that I have to go to single bonus, right? That right? I had this paper in front of me yesterday.
Do you want me to,
Um,
would it be helpful if I pull up your actual account and if we look at it right now, would that
okay.
be okay
Yeah.
with you and be
Yeah.
helpful? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just grab that.
Trying to find the notes I had yesterday. Um, yes, it's a single bonus, right? But I've got 4 bonuses.
Okay.
And when
So
I try and use single bonus, it doesn't work.
okay, let's take a look at this and get it a whole lot clearer.
So
Let me
it's a
just find
success
your,
course.
I'm just gonna pull up your account first. Okay. 1 second to get that. All right. And let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay,
Okay, it's the top course from zero to hero. That's
perfect.
the course I'm working on, trying to get it launched. Very
Okay,
close, but yeah.
great. So
I
I'm
went
just going to
into,
start from the beginning just for anybody else who might have questions, and then we'll get to exactly what's happening for you and
okay,
get it
thank you.
sorted out. So the first step, if you're adding bonus content, would be to add your content in step 3. So we would open up
Oh, okay.
3. We would go to the bonuses tab right
Yeah,
here. So
right. That's not,
the content's not loaded yet. So that'll be the answer.
I took it down because it wasn't working.
Okay. Okay. So once you have actual content loaded in here, the next thing we're going to look at is in step 4, we have pages for all bonuses and for single bonuses. The all bonuses, and we can look at these in more depth, is going to show all of the bonuses. And when a
For
student,
all of the courses or just all of the bonuses for this particular course?
all the bonuses that you've put in right here.
For that course, not for all
So
bonuses.
we're inside the course 0 to Hero. And inside this course, we are opening up, oops, I just checked that off. Inside this course, we're opening up step 3. And in here, we're going to go to the bonuses tab. And we would.
When I tried to add them, they turned up as lessons and modules.
Okay, so I would need to look at exactly what you did to know exactly what happened there. Let me see if you have, let me look at one thing. I'm going to look at the preview of this course. Okay, so one thing to be aware of is that right now you don't have a navigation tab on your menu here for students to get to the bonuses. So what that means is, and so this may have been a piece of what you were running into. So if I log in as a student to this course right here, I'm going to see an option to go to my homepage, option to go to my training page, to all my courses, but I don't have an option to go to the bonuses page. So sounds like that's at least a good chunk of where things are getting stuck.
So that would be the all bonuses page.
What we would want to do
isn't this for everybody? What's on the top menu bar?
Say that again.
Isn't that for everybody? What's on the top menu bar?
By default, unless you do something special with tags, then what's on the navigation menu will show for all of your students. Yes.
Okay. And so that will still lead them to this course only. The bonuses for this course.
Everything, yeah, every tab in your navigation menu, except for the all courses page. The navigator page here is the only place that takes them to the list of all their courses. Everything else is all happening contained within your course.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
I'll give that one a shot.
So what we would need to do here is we would need to add a tab on your navigation menu, and we'll open up the home page. And right here, we would hover over the block and edit the content of the menu. And we would add a link here and probably call it bonuses, unless you want to call it something different.
No, that's fine.
And then you're going to send that to the all bonuses page. And that's where students will go to see all their bonuses. And then from there, if they want to click into a single bonus to view it, they'll click on it. And then they'll be able to view it. Is that making sense?
So people with a different course won't be able to click on the bonuses that are specifically for this course, the Daily Rituals course.
Not unless you put them in the different course. Not unless you put the bonuses in the different course. Yeah.
Okay. All right. The other thing was the image sizes weren't working, but maybe I'll start again and they will work.
The what wasn't
image
working?
Sizes for the bonuses were massive, coming up massive, and even though I went into Canva and tried to make them small, they still keep coming up really huge in the bonuses. I'll give that
not sure what you mean. What's that?
Well, you know the little image that you get at the top, like you do for the trainings and the modules. And that seems to resize them to the right size, but the bonus ones weren't resizing.
Okay, I'd have to look at specifically what's happening with that.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'll put some in and maybe come back to you a bit later on in
Yeah. Do you
Zoom
want to
meeting.
either, if you'd like to take a look at that right now and let me go through and make sure we get to people's questions. And if we have time, we'll circle back and you can actually pull up your screen and show me exactly what you're doing. And we'll
Yeah, okay.
what's happening.
Yeah.
And if not, then
Yeah.
you can always email me at the support desk and we'll get it sorted out one way or another.
Okay, that'd be great because I'm so close to launching.
Oh yeah.
You know,
This is going to be easy.
it'll be
Yeah,
such a long
we'll get
time.
this. No stress. We will get this sorted out. Yeah. So yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I've got another issue with the one of the students that I made up that I used to go and have a look at how things are doing, and her magic link doesn't work anymore.
Okay. Is your account live?
Um,
Yes, it is.
yeah, Sally. It's
Okay,
Sally.
so her magic link doesn't work anymore.
Yeah. It takes her to the marketplace instead of her course.
Okay, let me for time's sake, let me troubleshoot that one over the support desk with you, just because I need to look a little more in depth at what's happening there if it's not going.
Yeah, and I created a new one, and her link reads exactly the same on her email, and that one works, but the Sally's doesn't work anymore. So,
Okay, let me look real quick.
and yet it looks exactly the same.
Okay, so Sally's link is working for me. I just logged in.
This is the email link.
A different browser. And it looks like it's working for me.
Is that what the problem is? I need to clear the cache.
It could be, yeah. Are you using the same browser? Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, separate browser. Yeah, totally. No, but I'm glad that came up because it's really, really important. Separate browser for admin and student. Mark is always a good idea.
Yeah,
Switching
I forgot that. Yeah.
Sooner or later. Yeah. Okay.
They're
going to get confused.
Great,
okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll work on it.
So let's go through some other questions and we'll circle back and either get you taken care of here or right after the call. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, of course. All right. David, did you say you had questions that you wanted to mute? David, unmute yourself.
Okay, how about that? Can you hear me now?
Yes, got it.
Okay, I'm embarrassed. I forgot your name.
Rachel.
Rachel. Okay, thank you, Rachel. Real quick, on the homepage, I tried to find what is FOMO. FOMO.
FOMO stands for fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out. Okay, I looked all over that homepage. I could not find what FOMO meant. Okay, so what I've been hassling around with, I've been trying to set up. I work on WordPress, and I've been setting up content management and email stuff through something called EngageBay. And I'm wondering how much of what's on Experientify would do what I'm trying to do with their marketing platform, with the EngageBay's marketing platform. So like autoresponder sequences for the marketing for people trying to get them into the courses versus actually, I'm assuming maybe incorrectly that Experientify is for when I actually have a customer ready to sign up, then I would send them to Experientify. Is that correct?
You are correct. Yeah. At this time.
Okay. So my marketing funnel is, excuse me.
We don't do marketing emails directly through Experientify. So you're correct.
So the marketing funnel is, I got to get there. Okay. That's what I've been working on. That's why I'm delayed on this. Well, that's the main question for now.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Who else has a question? What's happening? Diane, yeah. Want to go ahead and unmute yourself?
Hi. Yeah, I posted it in the chat, but maybe you can't see it.
Is it possible to move
it was
on?
also
Yes.
right. And so I actually I've just been creating a new course, and my previous courses I use the bonus links, but I rename everything to call it quick links so that people have a quick way to get to certain other parts of trainings rather than bonuses. But when I duplicated it, it didn't take over. Like there's no bonuses, even though I have bonuses set up in my like in my step 3, adding course content. It's the link for it isn't showing up in the navigation.
Okay, so you probably need to create the link in the navigation menu.
Okay. And then how do I know what to link it to? Like, it's not obvious to me.
When you create the link in the navigation menu, you'll name the link, and then there will be a drop-down menu that will ask you where you want the link to link to. So you'll just choose all bonuses from the drop-down.
Okay, so I guess I didn't go that far to see how to do that. Let me just look and see. So if I go into editing content and then oh, okay, I see it there. Okay, that I wasn't sure, but okay. And that, so my other question was with respect, because you know how when you're in certain trainings or modules, you can say move this or copy it and move it, and can you do that with bonuses?
You can, yeah. You do it exactly the same way. And when it says what's the module you want to move, you just actually select the bonus module that you want to move. So yeah, it's exactly the same.
Okay, I will play with that. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, of course. All right. What else? Who else has a question?
I'm happy to share. I just hopped in.
Let me see who's talking.
Me, hey, Nicolette.
Good to see you. How's it going?
I felt like I was going to be a nice, creeper, just listening on things. I literally just bought Experientify. So
yeah, I remember. It's great.
Yeah, I was just curious about onboarding. Like I just bought in and then went through the onboarding, and it was like it didn't work for me. And so I don't know, is there a particular browser that's better to use it with? Like onboarding just got stuck. And was just
what got stuck specifically?
Like, so I go into my account and it said welcome, and the welcome screen just sat there. Sat there and didn't do it. And then it moved to the first question after like a minute of just sitting. And I guess maybe it was processing. I don't know. But then it took me through the onboarding of like choosing my sounds that I want to point. I chose a sound, but it wouldn't let me press next.
Okay. And so yeah, I'm just sounds like a browser thing. Did you try a different browser yet?
No,
I'll troubleshoot this with you if it's not a very, very quick fix, but I would just pull up a different browser and see if it works.
Okay.
Clear Cache may help as well.
Is there a way to go back through the onboarding process? Because I just ended up choosing to skip because I didn't want to.
I don't believe so, but I can guide you through whatever. There's some basics to getting a course set up, and I can certainly guide you through that, either from here or through the support desk. it may go back and take you through again if you go in again, but I think probably if you chose next, then it probably won't. But it's really just introducing you to the basics of how to use XP, what to do with it, and I am happy to help you with that.
Okay, thank you. I don't mean to hop in and be all difficult.
What's that?
I don't mean to hop in here and be all difficult off the bat. I just like
not at all.
Sure
that's exactly what this is for, is to meet literally whatever is getting in the way, whether it's yeah, a browser thing or anything else. So yeah, drop me an email at the desk, and we'll get you through whatever needs to be moved through. Sound good?
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
If you have anything else that you want to bring forward right here, feel free. And John, yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Okay, so good. I'm a classic procrastinator. And so I had somebody, I think it was Marina, who looked over my my course, and lots of things I did well, lots of things. But I'm wearing so many hats, as we all do. Sometimes I'm not sure how the hat fits. So one of the many questions I have, one of them that she suggested was that, so I had like 8 modules. Each one is basically a single training, because I wasn't seeing. And the suggestion was to make like a module with 3 trainings, or like make like 3 modules and maybe 3 or 4 trainings. And I'm not sure how to change my module to a training. Does that make sense, what I just said? Because that's the way it's in my head.
I think let me make sure I understand. How to change your module to a training, meaning, do you want to pull up your screen and share real quick and show me exactly, or have me pull up your account and look at it, if that's easier? If not, we can just
probably be easier if you pull up my account.
Sure.
And how do you do that? So I mean, I'm as clueless as they come. So
yeah, give me 1 second. Let me just grab your account. Is it the John Henry Brennan email?
Yeah.
Great.
Video. It says here, having all the trainings consolidated into one module rather than one training per module, like in this case, will provide a more seamless experience for learners. Attention, training release is still in draft, and the training will not show up to students. Not quite sure what that means.
Okay, so let me go ahead and share the screen right here.
And there was a lot of there's a lot of suggestions and things, and it just I do them and they don't always come off right. There you go. So I have 8 modules and there's 8 trainings. I don't know why that makes a difference, but
okay. Well, let's start with. Let me just show you how to look at. All right, here's your modules, which are holding the trainings inside them. So if you wanted to combine some of the modules into one, you would need to you'd need to re-upload the training, or
re-upload it.
Sorry, you can just move it. So if you decide you want to move the trainings from module 6, 7, and 8 into module 1, you can go to the training that you want to move, hover over this menu right here,
Right.
and just choose to
And
move
just
to a different module.
so easy.
Make sense?
You know what I mean? Like it's like ridiculously easy. All the stuff I need to do. It's like looking in a Rubik's cube.
I'm glad
and
it's
being
easy
colorblind.
once you see where to go. Yeah. And by the way, for
Yeah,
the
it's
people who are
so
asking about
simple.
bonuses, you can also just move it to, he doesn't have any bonuses, but you could just, if there were bonuses, you could move those around too. Just throwing that in there because people were asking about where that was earlier. But yeah,
Okay.
that.
Now, so here's my question. What's the benefit of like doing one module, 3 trainings as compared to having just all modules? What's the difference?
Well, it's going to depend on the whole context of your course. And Marina's gone through your course and I haven't, so I can't speak quite as specifically, but generally if a student.
But now that should be easy enough. So it's not
yeah,
a
it's
big
easy.
deal.
But if you have like, we're just thinking about kind of less clicks for the student to have to do to get to where they need to go. So for example, if they have to click to a all modules page and then click into a training, it's just an extra piece of work instead of just clicking to the next training. That's just one example. So we're just looking at making it.
Okay. So that's great. Can I ask you one more question?
Yeah.
I got 50 of them. I had an intro video and all that, and I thought I created the intro page. It probably needs a little bit of work, but the video was downloaded into it, but it doesn't show up.
So you're talking about your homepage, right?
Yeah. So I've made some changes. The timer's now a little bit different. There should be a video in there. I thought I put a video in. That's the problem. I put it in and then it didn't show up. Oh no, see.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a video here yet.
I must have done it on a different page and then lost it or something. I don't know. That's what's confusing, right? So I go through, I try to figure it out. I do it, and then it disappears, and I'm like frustrated. So I come back another day.
Make sure it's uploaded before you close out the window.
Yeah. Okay. And then so I can do that. I can go back and put that in there. And then how does that now show up as my intro video? Like my intro page.
Yeah, once you put the video in there, then if we were to preview your course to see what a student is going to see, it's going to show up right here with a little player.
Yeah. And I did all that and then it disappeared. So I guess I'll just do it again and
yeah, go ahead and do it again, and please shoot me an email over at the desk or message.
And should I send this to you directly or?
You can send it to support@experienceify.com, or you can use, and this is for everybody, there's this little green widget right down here in the bottom right corner. That'll go right to us as well. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, just let me know. Make sure you're not closing the browser window out too soon is, the obvious thing that I'm sure you already know. And if something seems to be uploading and then it's not there, let me know as much detail as possible.
Okay.
And we'll look at what happened.
Okay. Super helpful. Thank you. I know there's other people on the call, so I won't take up the full hour. How do I get my hand down here?
I think there's like a lower hand button.
Got it.
Got it.
See how quickly I learn. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for that, John. Yeah, well, let's see. What other questions do we have? Who's got questions? Raise your hand if you have questions.
I have. I've got dodgy. Can you hear me? Because I've got dodgy internet.
Yes.
Great. I'm trying to set up like a custom domain for my course. And I'm following the instructions. So the first bit is that you put in the custom domain in Experienceify.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm meant to get an email from Amazon, and that bit doesn't happen.
Keep going anyway. Yeah. For setting up the
Okay.
custom domain, if you don't receive the confirmation email from Amazon, just keep going with the next steps. It'll still work.
Okay.
For setting up custom email, you do need it, but for the domain, you don't. So.
Okay. Okay. All right. Great. Thank you.
Let me know, and you can feel free once you've got everything, once you've followed the steps and you've got to add a CNAME record in your domain registrar, and there's instructions for how to do that. Once you've put that in, it can take 24 hours to propagate, but feel free to send me over a screenshot if you want me to just check out once you've added the CNAME record. Send me a screenshot of your DNS records, and I can just look at it and make sure it's acted correctly. And then we might just have to wait a few hours, and then it'll be live.
Great. Thank you. Yeah, I tried once before, and yeah, I don't know, it didn't work. So, all right, I'll do that and then send you a screenshot. That sounds
great. It can be confusing. Yeah, but just send me a screenshot.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Figured out. Of course. Yeah. All right. What else? Does anybody else who hasn't asked a question have a question? And if not, then we can circle back around to people who have lots of questions. Cool. Yeah, David. Oh, and let me get... Sorry, David, let me just get Cleo. Let me get Cleo real quick because he hasn't had a chance yet. And then
okay, that's fine.
Circle back around, no problem. Okay? Yeah.
Hey, Rachel. My question is very simple, similar rather to, I believe, what Rachel just asked about the domain name. I wasn't sure what the host name is. Experientify.io. Is that correct?
Yes, and that should all be in the help doc article. Yeah.
Right. And so my first name is how it's set up. First and last name is how it's set up with Cleophas Sharp at Experientify.io, correct? Or C# at Experientify.io, I believe is what it is. But anyway, that my name is the way it's currently set up with Experientify at Experientify.io, but the subdomain is going to be my course name, because I'm customized. It's going to be the course name C# at my course name.
Let's back up a second. Sorry to interrupt you. Can I back you up a second?
Sure.
You started off saying cleophasSharp.experientify.io.
Yes, the domain name.
Okay, that's what it would look like. That's what it would look like if you are not using a custom domain.
Correct.
Okay. So you're not going to use.
So I'm using a custom. No, I am using a custom domain.
Okay, if you are using a custom domain, it won't look like what you just described, Cleophas Sharp Experientify.io. It will look like whatever the domain name that you chose is, cleophassharp.com, Cleophas Sharp, whatever, yeah.
So that's all I would, and to forward, it asks something about forwarding that to the domain. I wasn't sure what it was talking about.
Say that, I'm not quite following. Say that again.
When you set it up and it approves the custom domain name, it asked about forwarding that to the domain name, or that is going to be the domain name, the custom name?
If you're following the instructions in the help doc, it's not a forward. You're actually, you're actually pointing the domain to your course. what you got to do with this, Cleophas, is go like step by step through the instructions, and as soon as it's not working, like tell me this right here is where I'm stuck, and from there I can tell you what's gone wrong, why it's not working, and point you in the right direction.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it. Okay, let's go to David.
Okay. I was just looking around, and for the first time I looked at the bottom of closely at the bottom of all the links at the bottom of your home pages and stuff. And under blog, it's got affiliate marketing, B2B marketing, content marketing, marketing automation, marketing segmentation, mobile marketing, all these marketing, SEO. So that sounds to me like the other stuff that we were talking about earlier, the stuff that you do to get somebody to the course versus the course itself. So are those just articles he has, but the platform itself doesn't do that? Is that what is that what I'm understanding?
The platform does not send marketing emails. And there's reasons.
So all these articles, there's like 26 email marketing tools for 2023, and how to create digital marketing strategy and stuff like that. So those are just interest articles. They're not explaining what the platform does.
Correct.
Okay, got it. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anything else? That it? All right. Cool. What else? Who else has questions? And if not, remind me, who else had stuff we were going to circle back around to? Oh, was it Heather and bonuses? I don't know if you're still on, Heather. Anybody else have questions? What do you guys need? Oh, Heather's back. Yeah. Oh, let's get you off mute though. Mute. Can't hear you yet, Heather.
Yeah, I've put in 2 bonuses, but I can't work out how to upload the actual PDF because it wants me to call it a training.
Let's look at that.
It says add your first training to the bonus. This is where I got confused, because then when I did it before, it said module 1, training 1. And I'm like, well, it's not a module, it's a PDF, and you can download it or you can look at it online on the site.
Cool. Let's look at exactly what you're doing. Do you want to pull up your screen, or do you want me to?
Do you want to, I can find it.
All right. So you said that you already added your bonus content in step 3?
I've added two bonuses, but I haven't uploaded the file that goes with it.
Okay.
Because it wants me to call it a training.
Okay, so let's go to step 3. Go ahead and open up step 3.
Oh, you want me to do this, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. Bonuses. So I've just put 2 in here, but that's just the image. When it comes to, like, I want to upload it now, it said add your first training to this bonus.
Okay, so what is your actual bonus? What are you giving people?
They're all PDFs.
Just a PDF. Okay. So go ahead and click add your first training to this bonus.
Yeah.
And we need to give it a name. We can call it bonus number 1 or anything you want to call it.
Well, I'll call it its name, then it won't get confused because I'll probably be adding some of these to other courses.
Okay, go ahead and add that.
Then create edit.
Perfect. So now you have did you say a PDF that you want to give them?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to go to downloads, scroll back up again. Yeah, and you're going to click on downloads and you're going to click add. And you're going to title the upload.
Yeah.
And you may want to give it a more specific name to keep it clear, but yeah, you'll go ahead and upload your PDF.
I don't remember where everything is.
Yeah.
What's that? Right. So
Oh, there it is. The Growth Minds. Is that it?
ebook.
Yeah. Great. So again, we're going to wait for the window to.
Okay, so I didn't do that before. I didn't download it there, so I must remember I have to go to the downloads. Okay.
Yeah. So now
just call PDF there.
Right. So you may want to give that a little more descriptive name rather than just PDF.
Yeah.
But that is how you upload it.
Right. Okay.
Perfect. And if you want to just preview this real quick to see what it's looking like so far, and then talk about what next. If you go over to the little on the right, go to the little 3 menu dot on the right, but lower down, the one with the training, other one. Come out of that menu. Okay, right there. Yeah, now just move your cursor to the right. And
this
right
one.
there. Yeah. Click preview training.
Okay.
So let's just see what it's looking like so far, which will give you an idea of how you want to customize it further.
Yeah, like I said, the images are way too big. I can't work out how to make them smaller to fit. All the
Yeah, I want to see
trainings.
what you mean about that too. Okay, so here is the preview of what we've done so far. So there's your download right there.
The other thing was when I clicked on that before, when I had the 4 bonuses up, one lot sent me to download the book, and the other actually just opened the book.
I'd have to look at what you did to be able to speak to that.
Now, that's what it's supposed to do. Okay. Right, open the book, and then if I choose to download, I go there. This is what I want them to do, so they can read it online. They don't have to print it, because we all know what it's like with printers and ink.
Cool. So yeah, that's what you wanted to do.
Fine. Yeah.
Great. Cool. So if you want to close that out and go back to the preview, if you want to just close that window.
I'm trying to find where I can get to it.
If you just go all the way up to the browser tab in the very top, and you can just close out the browser tab.
Mine's hidden by the Zoom thing. I just have to move it right.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So real quick, see how you've got a download for them, and you might want to type in a training in a message in the training notes to just say something like, here's your download right here, click to download it so that it's super clear.
This is what confused me, because it said after you watched. Well, you're not watching it, you're reading it or downloading it. So I need to change all of this.
Yep,
and
so you
change
can
the
customize
action.
that. Yep, you can customize.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good, I think I'm on my way.
Yeah.
And you were saying about pressing the little green button down the bottom if you need extra help when you're working on something. Okay.
Yeah, there's a chat widget that you can use to send us a message. So either just use that or just send an email.
Right.
support@Experian.
The other quick, if I can ask a quick question.
Yeah.
Can you have more than one coupon for the course? Because I want to advertise it at.
I'm not 100% sure. You can try it, but I don't think so.
Okay, I tried it and I've got 2 coupons there, but one of them doesn't work.
Yeah, then it's
I wanted to offer a discount, a special discount to my Facebook group. That's not the same as the discount that I'm sort of doing the YouTube video for.
You can definitely have more than one coupon. I was thinking you were asking if a student could use 2 coupons on one purchase.
No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking if one group buying it, say on YouTube, has one coupon, say $100 off, and then another group has a different coupon that's $60 off or something.
Oh, you can definitely do that. Absolutely.
Right. Well, it wasn't working when I tried it. I've got the 2 coupons there, and I've tried putting the second one in, and it doesn't give the discount. It just gives an error.
Do you want to go ahead and go through what you're doing right now, and we can see? I believe we got everybody else's questions. So if you want, feel free to take me through exactly what you're doing, and then I can see what's happening for you. So let's make sure you've got your coupons set up.
Yeah. So I've got the 2 coupons. The $100 one works. The $147 one doesn't.
Okay, so I'd need to see exactly what was happening when you tried to use the $147 coupon. Do you want to go through that right now?
So I need to go to the form, the payment form, right?
Exactly. Yep. You'll want to grab the link from step 6.
Sorry.
And actually, why don't you go ahead
and I haven't had my coffee yet.
Why don't you go ahead and take a minute and just set that up, and we'll swing right back to you. And I'm going to go to Rachel's question in the meanwhile. So you can go ahead and stop sharing your screen for just a minute if you want, Heather. And Rachel, you had another question.
Yeah, thank you. I've just been trying to set up that redirection for my words are gone, the subdomain thing. So I've just put in the chat what my the record thing that I've set up in my, I'm sorry, I don't know any of the language for this, but the CNAME thing, does that look right?
Oh,
I don't know.
I believe so. I'll need to compare it to your, I'll need to look at your XP account. Okay. I'm going to need to take another minute to look at that, Rachel, because I'm going to need to pull up your back end as well and just make sure it's turned on there.
Okay, no worries.
I believe that's right, but I want to take just a little bit more time to look at that. Who's your domain registrar, by the way, Rachel?
It was with DreamHost, that one.
Okay. Cool. Okay, I'll email you. I'll check that as soon as we get off the call, and I'll email you and just let you know.
Thank you. Thanks.
Wait, do I know which Rachel you are? What's your last name, Rachel?
Schofield.
Rachel Schofield. Okay, great.
SCH. Yeah.
Cool. Heather, are you ready to look at putting in the discount coupon from the student form? And I'm not hearing you, Heather, just in case you're responding and you're on mute. Anybody else got questions? Thoughts, shares, haikus, jingles?
Well, I just wanted to say that I've accomplished more in the last 15 minutes than I did in the last 15 days. So thank you
good. Is it
so
helpful?
much.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm such a knucklehead that I haven't used this as a tool, and yeah. I'll be back, and I got so much more to do. So I did the switching of the trainings and stuff like that. I'm downloading the video, and then so once it's downloaded, I just close it, and it will upload. It'll show as an intro video.
Once you've uploaded
it's my homepage. Right. It'll just I just click save to it, and it'll pop up as my homepage.
Yeah. Do you want to pull up did you say you're uploading it right now?
Yeah.
And
it's still writing as being transferred.
Okay. So being transferred from, do you have the video on your?
I guess it's being uploaded. I'm sorry.
Okay. So you've got the video on your device, and it's being uploaded to your homepage on Experientify right now. Is that right?
Right. The component says component content. Yeah.
Okay. So we just want to make sure that.
And once it's complete, it will go there automatically to the top of my course.
Do you want to share your screen and show me what you're looking at, just so I make sure, or I'll pull up your screen if that's better.
Oh, let me see.
Just make sure
you tell me. There you go. So don't know if you can see it yet.
There we go. Yep. Okay. Looks like it's uploaded. Go ahead and close and save that.
Right there. So close.
Close. Make sure and click
save changes.
And then let's go ahead and preview that.
Preview.
And you'll click out of that. You can click the bottom one to stop that. And looks like it's there.
Okay. So now when I go to my course, will it show that it's
You're
there?
in your course. You're in the
I'm in my course.
Yeah.
Very good. So the next thing will be, I didn't want to put the link on my website till I was 100% ready to launch. I think I still need to do a few things. to make it better. I want it to be the best it can be.
Mhm.
But that's pretty much it, right? I mean, once I just put the link on my website, somebody should be able to click on it and then take it to the course, the payments, and all that stuff.
Yeah, and to clarify, when you say put the link on your website, are you talking about putting the link to your order form for them to purchase it?
Right. So I got to make sure I put the right thing on.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to just put like a URL to your course. That will just go to a login page. And if somebody hasn't bought anything, a login page won't mean anything. So you want to.
So basically, it's the order form that I put up there.
Yes. And that'll be.
And here's the other thing. My course is not that expensive. It's about $297 or $397, and she had suggested possibly a second option. You just kind of split that in half, and because the whole thing is only 2.5 hours, and I give them 10 days to accomplish it. So I just figured one payment is the easiest, but
okay, got it.
I'm not the professional.
It depends on your audience, really. One payment, we'd rather get one payment up front as a creator. So if people are buying one payment, sure. I don't see a need to split it, but that's really one to test with your audience and see what works, right, what doesn't, and refine over time.
Okay. Still got a lot of things to do, but I've got all the encouragement that I need. So thank you so much. And again, your name is?
I'm Rachel.
Rachel. Okay. That's what I thought. I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm on the support desk. If you need anything, just drop me an email or use that chat widget and let me know. And yeah, we'll get you, going.
Yeah. I just wish I had done this a while ago. So anyways, it's all good, Rachel. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, John.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes me feel like I can go off now and eat a brownie, and I've accomplished my day. So
nice.
Good luck, Jen. Good
Sounds luck great. we're rooting for you.
Thanks a lot. I'd say, going from wearing only one hat and people, selling you is one thing, to go to, hold on, my wife is modeling in the background. We see you in the background, darling. To going to wearing every possible hat and social media and all that, it just gets overwhelming sometimes. So
it's a lot. It's
nice to feel like I got friends out there willing to help.
You do.
Thanks for the encouragement, David. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks, John. Great stuff.
All right.
You want to go ahead and take your screen share off, and we will send all our best wishes away.
Hey, where do you go to see the emotional intelligence stuff?
Well, first of all, you can buy the book. It's on Amazon. It's called The EI Connection: The Key to Elevating the Experience. It's a super easy read. It combines 20 years of acting with 25 years of corporate training. And it's made for short attention spans. It's 99 pages, big fonts, lots of color. And good to share with your teenagers, and or any front-facing people. Yeah.
Thank you. I'll take a look.
Absolutely. Cool. And if you do, I'd love your feedback, David.
Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks, John.
Thank you, Rachel.
Absolutely. All right, Heather, you want to pull
session. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, totally. Really, really glad to help. Great stuff. Heather, last couple minutes, you want to pull up your form real quick? Let us see what's happening.
Okay, this this is the second coupon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to move stuff out of the way so I can read it. So it says, whoops, incorrect code, double check and try again. Well, that's it.
There's a space in there. My first inclination is to check if the space is correct.
Yeah, I've been back and checked it.
Let me see. Go ahead and pull up your step 2 screen.
Six, wasn't it?
Oh, there. Yes. So scrolling back up, you were at it.
Okay, I'm getting there. Just
go
so many things in the way.
Yeah. Can you open up for me the box with the 147 off? Yeah, just click to open that. 147 off.
There's only one space in there, I think. Ah, is that what the problem is? The name?
It may be one space instead of two.
Okay.
Yeah. It's usually something like that. And every once in a while, there may be a bug. And if so, we'll get it fixed. There we go.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. All right. We solved the mystery.
Yep. That's great. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
One more problem down.
One more problem down. Looks like you are very, very, very close, Heather. Looks
I
good.
am, yeah, getting very excited. Then it start the whole process again for the second course and the third. But
those will be so much easier.
Yes, it is. Great. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Heather.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Oh, cool. John sharing your book in the comments there. If anyone wants to grab that.
Can I just ask another question?
It's going to have to be super quick. What's that?
Certificates. Are there going to be certificates for the students to say they've completed the course?
That is on the list for us to make. Yeah.
Right.
Will be coming.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's done. My list is getting smaller.
Fantastic. That's the best. All right. Thanks, guys. Email us at the desk. Send me an email if you need anything else. And can't wait to hear how it goes. Good stuff.
Thanks so much.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.